in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rides the back on the option to give. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Turning it on. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Miles. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Leaves it with the back. Oklahoma State. How about this back staying on track and getting it on the option? They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pulls and fires complete. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass.
Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down.
Out for the season is crazy.
First down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw. It's Hobbs. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
How about that athleticism by the tight end? Stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Punts it out of the air. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's fine. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him. They get him down with this outfit to set up first and goal from the 9.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Making side adjustments here. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Just gets it to the 28, pick up of 1. Guys, let's take a second here and talk about Tulane. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year, so you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Back to throw. It's Hobbs. He's got him. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
And he rolls into the house. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Hobbs. Catch in the middle, it's Toner. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Coffee. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. A great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Defense not showing press coverage. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Might be looking to run. Snagged out of the air. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Hobbs. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Greenway. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown. They're trailing by 21 to Army. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Going right and going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business.
Hey, right there.
35 with the first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal line.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Cowboys! And with that, they have the lead here in the 2nd half.
I don't know what to fucking do.
Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he'll bring it back. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
And pull even. It was turning out to be a really good football game.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Tulane right back to the line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Off-play action. This time it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Hobbs. Bringing the heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play.
Bro, fucking go if I tell you to go. What the fuck?
Way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Hobbs. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The short hands, it's Toner. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Tulane right back to the line. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
And the Cowboys will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Hobbs. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Play action on 1st down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tulane. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 28 to Army. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bond. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the stakes.
The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long.
Here we go.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Motion from the wideout. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Pocket breaking down. And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the first down marker.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Hobbs. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down and run. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And
obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And this will be picked off.
That's pass interference every fucking time.
The defense was looking.
He's literally impeding his route.
High game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Bond. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Facing a 3rd and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Power football with the run. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Offense facing 4th down.
4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Set, ready.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep.
Fucking God.
They strike first here in overtime.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. With the catch, it's Davis. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Hobbs. Takes the easy completion. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. And
Have to catch that. My best receiver.
2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They are up against it, a 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
Fuck.
Fires to the end zone.
Fuck.
He just
It's not the button. Fuck.
What a play that would have been in overtime, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with it.
How am I do? Open.
And they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. 4th down. They're taking to the air. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Green Wave. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense?
Danny time.
What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They're not going to mess around. They'll go for 2 and the win right here. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime.
Sheesh.
No interest in another overtime. They'll go for 2 and the win. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. Looking downfield is Hobbs. Flushed out of the pocket. They got it! The 2-point conversion, and it's a game winner! I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every...
No way you just did that.
So much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.